Now that you are in a deep trance, we are going to give you a trigger, or reinforce it if you already have it. The trigger phrase is I am a mightyena. If you use this trigger phrase, or if someone that you are okay with triggering you says the trigger phrase you are a mightyena, you will undergo the transformation that you are about to experience again at whatever speed you want. Additionally, you will instantly turn back into a human if you use the reset phrase I am not a mightyena, or if someone that you are okay with resetting you says the reset phrase you are not a mightyena. Now your transformation will begin. First, feel a tingling sensation over your entire body as a coat of short and thick fur starts to grow, consuming any hair that you have as it does so. The fur on most of your body is gray, while the fur on your hands and feet, lower arms and legs, the bottom half of your upper arms and legs, and the inside of your ears, is black. Additionally, there are 2 cone-shaped sections of fur on your face. Each one is half as wide as your eyes are, and 1.5 inches tall. There is one located half an inch below each of your eyes and they are each centered below the outer half of your eyes. They face almost straight down, but curve outwards slightly. Also, there are 2 sections of black fur that start out cone-shaped, with the point of one being on the bottom left corner of your forehead and the point of the other being on the bottom right of your forehead. From there, they follow the curve of your head back, getting wider until they reach the back of your head, having widened to cover the third of the side of your head that they are on. The black fur continues down from there until it reaches the bottom of your torso. The part of this fur that is on the back of your head, neck, and torso is twice as thick and long as the rest of your fur is, and also much less uniform, making it look a bit messy and unkempt. Now, feel your finger and toenails disappearing, the fur-covered skin that replaces them not leaving behind even the slightest trace of their existence. Then, claws start to grow out of the front side of each of your fingers and toes. Your claws are made of a black material that is hard and durable. Their bases are each 1/3 as wide as the finger or toe that they are on and half as tall as that finger or toe. Also, they are horizontally and vertically centered on the finger or toe that they are on. They are 1/3 of an inch long and gradually curve down and get narrower and thinner so that they each end in a dangerously sharp point that is level with the bottom of the finger or toe that they are on and points straight down. You will find that these new claws of yours are just as sharp, or dull, as your nails had been. After that, your face stretches out to form a long muzzle. As this happens, your nose is absorbed into it, the only remnants of it being your nose holes which are now located on the top left and top right corners of the front side of your muzzle. Now, feel your fingers and toes merging and changing shape so that you have 3 fingers on each hand and 3 toes on each foot. Each of your toes are 1/3 as wide as your feet are and as long as your longest toe was, while each of your fingers are 1/4 as wide as your hands are and as long as your longest finger was. Of course, your number of fingers won't actually have changed, and you will use them as you normally would. However, you are incapable of perceiving yourself as not having only 4 fingers on each hand or even understanding any logic when it is applied in a way that directly suggests that you don't have only 4 fingers on each hand. Next, the fur in a triangular area on your face is falling out. The top edge of the triangle goes along the top edge of the front side of your muzzle, and the point of it is located half an inch down the middle of the front side of your muzzle. In this area, the skin has turned dusty red and swelled slightly, becoming leathery and slightly squishy. After that, you feel a round pulling sensation at the base of your spine as a tail starts to grow. It is as long as your legs are tall and half as wide as your torso is for most of it, but quickly comes to a rounded point over the last 2 inches of it. It is covered in the same kind of unkempt fur that is on your head and back, the only difference being that it is dark gray instead of black. Now, feel your ears shifting as they move to the top of your head. As they do, they become twice as tall and the edge of them becomes shaped like a diamond, the only difference being that on the inner edge of them, the 2/4 of them is angled inwards slightly more than the rest of that edge of the ears is. Even though your new and old ears are very different, you will find that your hearing is just as good as it was before your transformation began. In fact, you will even find that your hearing seems to be much stronger in the directions that your ears are facing. You will be able to rotate them straight forwards, in the direction of the side of your head that they are on, and anywhere in between. You can also rotate them up and down, pointing them anywhere between straight up and straight in the direction of the side of your head that they are on. In reality, your mind will just pay a lot more attention to sounds in the directions that they are facing, and less attention to sounds in the directions that they aren't facing, causing sounds in the directions that they are facing to seem louder while ones from other directions seem to be quieter. However, you will be completely unaware that this is what is happening. Finally, the effects of this hypnosis file will become inactive if they are a risk to your physical body or your well-being, if they are a risk to your social or professional life, if there is an emergency that they would prevent you from dealing with to the best of your abilities, or if they are a risk to your mental health. Also, any effect of this hypnosis file that was an issue will become active again once it no longer will be one. Additionally, you will never find this hypnosis file or the effects of it to be even slightly addicting. Now you have been transformed into an Anthro mightyena, your black fur appearing to almost flow down your back. This session is almost over, so goodbye, my grey-furred friend.